Pablo. All right, Brian, I see. Oh, it says 2 people are on. I'm just testing this thing out, see how it works. Can you see if you can type something in the chat? Ooh, I got a like. Let me play around with this thing. All right, Brian. Tell me how good you can hear me. Can you hear me good on this microphone? And I'm gonna get up close to the screen. Tell me if it's my computer's microphone that's picking it up. Test, test, test. Okay. I wonder if it's this microphone picking. I'm gonna try to figure out how to start a chat. Oh, perfect. So you can hear me pretty good. Sounds good and clear, anyways. Not too much echo. Or what do you think about the pop filters? Do you think we'll actually need a pop filter, or does it sound pretty good? I'm gonna try to figure out how to start a chat because this could be. What are you saying? Absolutely need one or don't need one? Oh, perfect. Sounds fine. So, if I can figure out how to make a chat here in just a second, I'm gonna put it on our little Wolf Hunter group and on Facebook and tell everybody to join our YouTube chat and see, just to shoot the bull, see what happens. Test this thing out and see how it goes. Oh, perfect. I probably won't even order one then. Well, I've ordered them, but might not have to wait on them. I might have to Google how to start, how to do a YouTube chat. All right. To post in a live chat, click into where it says say something and begin entering text. Duh. I see that. YouTube is one of the most popular videos, blah, blah, blah. While watching YouTube Live can be a great way to feel. Yeah, it had a link and it asked me if it was kid friendly, like as I was setting it up, and I clicked yes that it was kid friendly. So it should be accessible for everybody, I think. How to chat on YouTube Live. To chat, you just need to click to watch it live currently in progress, then look to the right of the video for the chat. Let's see. Visibility public, made for kids, category people and blogs. Languages, captions, certifications, comments and ratings. Comments are disabled for this stream. Allow comments. Let me see if I can do that. YouTube may have turned off comments on such videos for safety reasons, like to protect minors. Your channel or video's audience is set made for kids. Learn more about this setting and comments on. That's why it won't let me, because it is made for kids. That makes sense. Brian, I don't think they'll allow comments in here if it is made for kids. So let me take that off. Know that it's not made for now now I can allow comments. That was smart. All right, Brian, see if you can comment on me. Nope. So YouTube Kids, it actually disables the chat room. So that makes sense. So it won't allow weirdos to chat with kids. That's smart on YouTube's behalf. So I have to select not suitable for kids to allow a chat room to open, I think. So see if you can comment something now. So this might be a fun way, like all right, Brian, it looks like you're back on. Let me know if the comment section ever pops up. I'm gonna try to share it with someone else that's not busy. Nikki's gonna be busy at work. I'm gonna try. Who else is off work right now? Everybody's at work. All right, Brian, I just sent it to Nicole too. I think she's off today. Let's see if she can hear me. Hell, I'm gonna go to it myself on my phone. Oh, I see you in the chat. All right, I'm gonna mute my phone, but I don't see the chat on my computer screen. Yeah, it's live, Nicole. So testing it out to see how it works. Brian, Nicole's watching it on her phone as well. Nicole, see if you can comment in the chat. I'm just doing a test, so I want to be able to see the chat on my computer screen, though. All right, I'm going to have to turn that volume down for sure. All right. We're getting technological in here, Brian. All right. right, I think I'm still live. All right, let me go back to my live chat. It says my connection is excellent. Brian, I can see your chat post on my phone, but I'm trying to figure out how to get it on my screen. There we go. All right, now I got it figured out. All right. Now I see you, Brian. Now I can respond. Kind of like just being able to respond here on my phone. It's pretty cool. So got the double stream going on. See how this is going to work. All right, Brian. So we have excellent connection. Got the chat going. So we might be able to do this on some live settings. I can go full screen. Oh, this is pretty cool now. Got it figured out. Ooh, got Jose in the house. What's up, Jose? So this is what we ought to do. I just need to go live, once or twice a week and talk to y'all on my YouTube live and see how it goes. And then as this thing goes, add people in it. See if stop blowing the mic. See, this is what I'm talking about, Brian. We've got to be clean. There's going to be kids watching this thing one day, Brian. You're the first one that gets the red flag. So we're probably going to need the pop filters so that I know, Jose. I'm kind of second guessing this whole Brian thing. Like, I love him to death, but I'm pretty sure he's going to get me banned from the interwebs faster than anybody. I'm going to be the new Andrew Tate. He's going to get me locked up and get canceled by all the platforms. Yeah, it's just going to beep the entire time because Brian's not going to be allowed to talk. All right, y'all, for real. I'm about to share this link in the Facebook group and the Wolf Hunter Facebook group. Please don't make me regret it. Please, please don't make me regret it. Okay. All right, let's see how this goes. Oh gosh. Let's see if anyone else will join. Let's see what happens. All right, Brian, here it goes. All right. We got too many devices going at once. All right, we'll see if anyone else actually jumps in this thing. Jose, tell me how it was. Are you teaching all the time now, or just when? Are you just filling in? So, simple question, Jose. Teaching full time or just filling in? When I say full time, like multiple classes a week, not like a full time job. Ah, cool. Was it a success or was it tough? Oh, twice a week. What days and what times? Is it 6 a.m.? First one's always tough. You kind of pick your flow after that. Yeah, it's always tough. It's like, it's scary at first, you know, starting to teach. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 a.m. I kind of like those half-hour start times, like 6:30 to 7:30. I know some people might. Most of our folks have to be at work at 8, so I don't know if they would be able to do a quick turnaround like that. But I kind of like that 6:30 to 7:30 time. All right. Oh, that's perfect. That's right up your alley, Jose. Yeah, that makes it a little easier too. Like once you have that good group, they're going to support you no matter what. You could fumble for 6 weeks straight, and they're still going to show up and support you. That's the beauty about it. It's like, once you have that good core group of people that's going to support you no matter what, you can figure it out. You can figure it out. It'll make you better. Make you better in the long run. Yeah. I was actually talking about that with somebody not long ago. It's like, we need to just make a guy's trip, jump in the ride, head out to Texas, and hit some cool jujitsu. Like, there's going to be, I mean, you can go anywhere, anywhere. There's so much jujitsu out there now. All right. I don't think anyone else has hopped into our live chat yet. Jose, you cross trained with any of the bigger name people out there? Do you train with Giancarlo? Oh, we got a new viewer. All right, new viewer. Say something in the chat. Let's figure out who you are. All right, so it looks like the Wi-Fi here at the gym will be strong enough to support whatever we need to do. Got somebody knocking on the door, but the door's locked. There's another local went head. So all right. Brian just sent me a text saying the sound quality sounds really good. He said we can go live in our podcast and take questions. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. Oh gosh, I can only imagine the type of questions that would come in. All right. I need to figure out how to turn the sound down on my computer though. See if See if the notification sound won't mess us up. All right. So I wonder what's going to be our most successful platform in doing this. Like, the crazy part is there's capabilities of going live in every scenario. I mean, you can go live in Discord, you can go live Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So I think there's going to be times and scenarios where we need to go live on one platform versus the other and vice versa. So going to figure that out, figure out when we need to go live, when we don't need to go live. Podcasts, I don't think we're going to go live too much. I think we'll probably just pre-record those. And so I can do a little editing and make it look cool. All right. No one else has texted me or told me they've entered this thing yet. I'm going to send it. Somebody else. See. Ooh, we got Devin in here. Devin, so it sounds pretty good. So that's why I'm trying to figure out now, Devin. Like, I kind of like the idea of it just being here on the mat. It makes it kind of unique and genuine, you know, authentic. Authenticity is where it's at, you know. But like, I'm trying to figure out what platform to do this on. There's so many platforms, and everybody uses different platforms these days. And whichever one, I think YouTube is going to give us the better quality when it comes to streaming. Like, I think some days I'm going to go live on Instagram. Some days I'll go live. I don't have a podcast name yet. That's what I'm encouraging all of you or Gym family to help come up with a name. Like, I don't want to just call it Wolf Hunter Jiu-Jitsu Club. Of course, I'm going to stream it on Wolf Hunter Jiu-Jitsu Club's YouTube channel. That's where I'll upload. I'm probably not going to worry about putting it on Spotify and Anchor and Apple Podcast. I think I'm just going to stick with YouTube because I don't want to do more work than I have to. Like, this is already going to be a lot of work, and I'm not going to do anything to take away from jiu-jitsu. I'm only going to do stuff to enhance jiu-jitsu. So got to figure that out. I kind of like the idea of just on the mat or on the mats at Wolf Hunter Jiu-Jitsu Club. That's too long of a name. But something simple, something good. Want to talk about jiu-jitsu and talk about life, maybe jiu-jitsu and life in law enforcement, some law enforcement stuff, I kind of like just on the mat. Keep it simple, but I don't know. I listen to a bunch of jiu-jitsu podcasts already, and it makes me wonder if on the mat is one of the names. That would be a very easy to replicate or steal from somebody else, but I haven't seen on the mat yet. All right. I'm pretty sure it's Jose, Devin, and Brian in this chat as the only people in the chat currently. What is your favorite platform to listen to your podcast? Are you Spotify people, iPhone people, YouTube people? Tell me in the chat what platforms do you listen to your stuff on? All right. So Brian uses Apple Podcast. Devin uses Apple Podcast and Spotify. Jose, Spotify or YouTube. So no matter how we do it, like, I'm weird. I'll listen to them on Spotify, but like, if I can watch the podcast, I really like to watch the podcast. So my preferred method would be YouTube. And then if I can't watch it, of course, Spotify, I use it most. So Jose's the same. You would prefer to watch it too. I don't know. It's something cool about, the expressions and different things to make it fun. I like watching the podcast better. Same thing here. Like one day, hopefully, when we have 10,000 viewers, at a time, we could take questions, jiu-jitsu specific questions, and try to answer them and see how this thing goes. See where it takes us. Yeah, I'm the same, Devin. Like usually, if I'm watching a podcast, I'm sitting at home, but majority of the time, like in between on the way to and from the gym or in between classes as I'm studying for classes, whatever. Especially if it's because most of my podcasts are jiu-jitsu podcasts. I like to watch them, but I do most of it in drive time. So when I'm driving, I'll listen to it on Spotify. But I would be lying if I said that I didn't have a really cool phone mount in my truck that sometimes YouTube plays in my truck while I drive. But don't tell anybody. Don't tell the police. But I am still hands-free when I do it. So technically it's not wrong. All right. I want to see. I'm going to go get on my phone here, check the group. All right. It says 11 people have looked at it. So I was worried about, this, like I like the idea of being on the mat and in here doing it, doing the podcast, but I was kind of worried about the echo. As long as it seems like the microphones aren't doing too bad with the echo in here. And then same thing, like I got the natural light coming from the windows. So every light in the gym is off right now. It's pretty good. The real reason I wanted to go live was I wanted to see what the see how the Wi-Fi would hold up. See how it would do in the gym trying to do a live. Like, heaven forbid we ever have to go remote again. Like, we might have to stream classes through YouTube. And one day I would love to do something like that, is stream some classes. I don't know. Like, I don't know how much benefit some people would get out of it. Like, say you're sick or injured, you don't want to come up here. It'd be cool at least to stay on top of, class to kind of see what's going on. Hey, what'd y'all learn this week? Instead of me saying, hey, it was takedown week, you could be a part of the class and see kind of what happened, how it went, the structure of the class, see if that helps people or not. All right, we got 6 viewers in here, it says. Yeah, I like that idea of being able to stream classes. I know a lot of big gyms do it, and like nothing is stopping us small gyms from doing what the big gyms do. Only thing that's stopping us is ourselves. Like, and I don't want anything to limit us. We got so much good stuff going on right now. I just want to keep it moving, keep it going, keep it growing, and see where it goes. One day we're going to have a 10,000 square foot facility and all the mat spaces we want, and classes from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every single night. But I know a lot of that starts with developing new teachers, getting the leaders within the gym ready to step up to the next level. We got some things in the works to make that happen. All right, the new viewers, y'all comment in the chat. Let's see who we got. Hey, I know this was just a test, but let's turn this thing into something. Y'all ask some questions, see how it goes. I wonder who these other silent viewers are, which I'm the same way. When I watch some of these things on YouTube, I never jump in the chat. I keep it quiet. I don't want to. It's almost like spying. I got my second microphone over here ready. One day we can just do this thing 2 people at a time and go live, see what happens. Yeah, Brian, no texting and driving, just listen. It'd be pretty cool. I kind of like the dashboard here on I don't know who Super Duper Pony is. Who is that? Yeah, but you're one of the Spires too, Super Duper Pony 1. I do the same thing though. So I get it for sure. I definitely get it. I kind of like the dashboard here on YouTube. I've never really went on YouTube Live. So it's new. This is all new to me today. So I figured I'd just jump on in and see what happened. All right, I might have to get close to my computer screen and see who this is. Oh, maybe I can pull it up on my phone. And for you all that don't know, I do upload shorts to YouTube all the time. So every time I post something on TikTok or on our stories on Instagram and Facebook, a lot of times I share those on YouTube Shorts too. So I've been putting in some work on YouTube, just not as much. I get too tongue tied. Like I can't sit here and do like a scripted video like people do. They do it really, really good. And I think that I can't do that. I'm not very good at that. So I do better like holding a conversation with somebody than trying to do a scripted video. I would love to be able to sit here and be able like perfectly articulate and explain something to a T, all seamless and streamlined, but I can't because I got public education and I didn't do so hot in it anyways. I think that might be Liz. I can't tell. The thumbnail picture is so small. Did I guess right, Liz? Is it you? I guessed it. All right, Liz, what's the quality of sound? I'm sure you're watching on your phone, right? So, Liz, give us the quality of the visual and sound as you have time. So, Liz said, yeah, and it's good. So, good quality on the phone. Ooh, quick statement from Jose. I'm so proud of you guys. Still remember the first day I joined your class. It was like 6 of us. That was my first class after being away for several years. You made me fall in love. Yeah. You the man, Jose. Well, I buy a lot of leadership books on running a gym. Like not only just leadership books, but books on how to build a good culture in a gym and how to run a good culture in the gym. And it's like anything else. And it was a book I have Lloyd Irvin wrote. It's called MMA Millionaire. And somewhere in that book, he talks about every time someone walks in the door, you got to look at that person as they're one day closer to getting their black belt or one step closer to leaving and never getting their black belt. So the choice is yours on how you want to receive them into your gym. So like every time someone steps foot in the gym, I like to think that person's going to get a black belt and I'm going to give them that black belt, but got to build the environment and the culture for that person to want to succeed there. And it's a lot of work and it's easy to get distracted. It's easy to get off task. It's easy to get comfortable and complacent. And I don't want to do that. I want to keep moving this thing. We're going to see how far it goes. See our little hole in the wall, club up the street to where we're at now. And it's like, look, we even got a store behind us. Let me put my finger over the right shoulder. Let me see if I can do this. See, we got a store. Go to wolfhunterjjc.com and grab all your gear. You know, we got things going. Much better than the little old spot we were in. So it's pretty cool. It's exciting. Yeah. And Liz, this is without any lights on. All the lights in the gym's off. I'm right here on the edge of the mat with the natural light coming in from outside. The only problem is the American flag's in front of me and not behind me. So might have to do something about that. Might have to figure that out. All right. So test number 1 of our live stream here on YouTube. Yeah, I agree, Devin. Like, it would be easy to hang posters and flags and stuff all over the gym walls. And a lot of gyms do that, but I didn't want it to be so cluttered. Like, I wanted to get our message out with the decoration, but still keep it sleek and clean, you know. I do like the setup here, just right here on the mat. The only problem is if this turns into an hour and a half long conversation with people, it gets pretty uncomfortable sitting here Indian style for this long. It's pretty uncomfortable. But that's the cool part with these booms. I'm going to try to test it on camera. I can get further away to where we can fit, 2 or 3 people within screen view. But it's pretty cool. Cool setup. I like it so far. So I wanted to test this just with our group of people first to see, how it would turn out. But especially between classes, like today, right now, just finished up lunchtime open mat. As soon as I finished open mat, I put the computer out and jumped on to see how it would do. But all the normal people are at work right now. So I figure while y'all are all at work listening to your podcast and such, I'd jump on to see what happened. Keep this communication going. So I'm excited. All right, Liz, the big question. Competition Saturday. How's Xavier's elbow feeling? I know Nicholas is competing. Nicholas's first competition. We're excited about that. What about the elbow for Xavier? Yeah, you normal people, Brian. You people that actually contribute to the economy, I just sit here in fairy tale la la land now of jiu-jitsu. It's pretty cool though. Devin, how's the weight going? I'm sure if you stuck with it like you have been, you've probably dropped an additional 2 pounds or so. So you ought to be pretty good. So Devin, I know that's a lot to write, and you're probably working and driving. So just give me if you're underweight or on weight. I agree, Liz. Devin, 2 pounds away. So that's one less water away from it. Liz, I understand it's not a naga is not worth chancing if your elbow's hurting. It's not like this is some big tournament or anything. Yeah, perfect. Perfect, Devin. Yeah, you'll drop that weight in class and just stay disciplined tomorrow, and you'll be fine. All right. Exactly. Yeah, and in the morning time, we're going to need it because we have quite a few kids that are going to be competing. So I'll be able to coach. Derek will be able to coach. Mark, Xavier, Ryan, and there've been numerous people there available to coach. So with all those kids competing, if they're all going at once, we're going to be spread thin. So it'd be a good thing. Good thing to have some extra hands out there yelling. Yeah, Devin, that'd be good. Go ahead and weigh in tomorrow night. Give you plenty of time to rehydrate, eat good Friday night, and then so you'll be squared away Saturday morning. Just to let you know, Devin, I don't know if can't remember if we talked about it or not, but the kids will go first Saturday morning. So the kids' turn will go all the way till about noontime. So the adults won't even start till about noon. So that'll give you plenty of time in the morning to rehydrate, digest that food. And we're good. Ooh, got B Parks in the chat. All right, Brandon, what you think about the quality and the sound? Doing pretty good? Thanks, Liz. That's always a big help instead of trying to toggle back and forth on Smooth Comp. I'll have a charged battery, so if our phones start to die, we'll be ready. All right. Brandon says he likes it. Sounds good. What about the visual appearance? I kind of like the background. I like the idea of just being on the mat here. So we might all right, Devin. Peace out. See you tonight. I like the visual of the background. I kind of like the idea of just being on the mat. That's what we might call it. On the mat at Wolf Hunter Jiu-Jitsu Club. Brandon, this is just with the webcam on my Mac too. It's not even a good camera. I think it's 720 quality. Well, I don't want to say tap out, Brian, because that was the tap out crew kind of trademarked that and stuff in a while. And I don't want to I can guarantee you we're going to do things that will get videos taken down, like little minimal things like accidentally copyright and stuff. Those things that we don't know yet. We're just going to have to learn the hard way. I'm going to end up quoting a song or something, and they're going to throw the video out because I didn't have a right to quote the song. I learned that the hard way with my Wu-Tang shirt. So I made that Wu-Tang shirt, right? Yes, it looks like a Wu-Tang W, but I changed the color of it. I outlined it. I distressed it. I put Wolf Hunter Jiu-Jitsu Club through the middle of it, and they still said it was copyright. So I got a letter from important people saying that I can't produce that shirt. So I didn't produce it. In fact, my distributors that produced the shirts for me told me that they couldn't produce it because it would be a copyright. Sucked because I thought that shirt would do really, really cool. I wanted one so bad. On fire with the dragon. That won't be the podcast name. That would just be a copy of the name of the episode. That'd be the name of the episode when we got the dragon here in the episode with us. Yeah, y'all do some research on the mat. Let's see if that's taken. Because I haven't seen that. Like, remember Keenan and Hinger's podcast? It was called Matt Byrne, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite podcasts. But I've learned about podcasting that after the first episode, 90% of them go down. So really the only ones that stick with it are ones that, the 10%, and that 10% that stick with it, they all become successful. And I've learned that a lot here lately. Like every book I've read, every marketing strategy I've studied when it comes to marketing on social media and these platforms, Gary Vee, uh, Eric Thomas, Inky Johnson, all these guys, they all say the exact same thing. They say consistency is what wins. So I want to start this and just be super consistent. Yeah, I remember that old clothing line on the mat, OTM Fight Shop or whatever. So I think we'll be fine doing it on the podcast version. Yeah, so on the mat is working. And we're on the mat, so it only makes perfect sense. So yeah, when it comes to doing this podcast and some of the stuff we're going to do, like, I think it boils down to consistency, being consistent, just doing it over and over and over again, even when it gets tiresome. Some days, some things are really successful, some things aren't super successful, and it just takes being consistent and doing it over and over and over. Some things will hit, some things won't. Gary Vee was making that comment. He was talking about he posted for years on YouTube his videos, and then whichever one it was, one day, boom, it just went viral. So yeah, I'm wearing some cool gear today. Thank you to my sponsor, 72 Supply Company. Comfy gear. Yeah, I like that, Jose. On the mats. Yeah. We'll just call it on the mats. And then whatever guest is in on the mats with the dragon. Episode 1. So I'll tell you my idea. I'll kind of share it with y'all. I told it to Brian this morning when we were training. It's like, I want to interview and talk, do the first one with somebody we know that like this, we've been training for years. So Brian, for example, an old crusty person that's been on the mats for a long time, get his perspective. But then guest number two, I want to get a newer person, some like one of these people that don't know anything about jiu-jitsu yet, and get their perspective so far. And I want to go back and forth from that, like get the perspective of someone that's got a lot of time in, then get the perspective of a new person and go back and forth and see. And it's going to give gym members an opportunity to learn the new people. Like there's a lot of people still from the 6 a.m. class that don't talk to the 6:30 p.m. class because of scheduling conflicts between work and gym time. So I get it. I completely get it. So, and you know, of course, the first handful of people we interview are going to be people that are going to have the schedules. You know, people. A lot of these people aren't going to be able to come down here in the middle of the day to record a podcast, which I get. So we're going to make exceptions for people that are busy, and I'm going to just work my schedule around them. So we might record some of these things at night. We might record some of these things in the morning. I'm going to interview some of the teenagers and kids that are in school. Of course, they're going to be in school from 8 to 4-ish every day, so they won't be able to come down here at that time. Most of them, you know, minus our homeschool kids. Yeah, Jose, I'm really excited about interviewing James. Like, that could be something really, really cool and special. Because one, James is my senior student, and I absolutely adore and love him to death. He's the nicest, most respectful guy you'll ever meet. One of the toughest dudes you will ever meet. He's been so consistent lately, so consistent. He trains Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and he's been doing that consistently without missing a day for probably 6 months. So he's just leveled up like tremendously here lately. He's trying new stuff, things that he used to not do, like, and really look at it in this perspective. He traveled across the entire world to start his dream. The entire world. halfway across it, not knowing the language, which I talked to him some about that already. You know, he studied English as a kid. He said his mom was very, very um, insistent on their education. So mom was on top of them as far as their academic stuff goes. She was very insistent on education. So he learned some English in elementary school. Moves halfway across the world to chase his dream. Of course, moves to America because it's, that's where you go to chase your dreams. He comes here, builds a school, builds a very successful school, and he is literally living the American dream. And then to top it all off, this week, he gets his U.S. citizenship, which was like, and then when he sends me the picture of him holding the American flag, it's like, it literally brings a tear to my eye, like how inspiring he is. Like, he's legit. He's legit. And it's like, if just gets James is the man. He's my favorite. He's my favorite just because we all have, our issues, but very few of us have moved across the world with zero family, zero friends to just start all over, to chase your dream. And he did it. So when people say, oh, I can't do something, I can't do this, I can't do that, it's like, and I do it all the time. I can't do this, I can't do that, it's too hard, too tough. Well, James moved across the world to start a Taekwondo school. So yeah, we can do it. We can do it. It's not that hard. I'm going to play on this chat a little bit. Let's see what this pop out chat is. Uh-oh. I think I messed something up. Oh, okay. I see what that is. It's pointless. I don't need to do that. All right. So I have been live for exactly 1 hour. Talked for an hour straight. So I just want to test this thing out, see what y'all thought, try to look at the quality, see who would jump in on a live in the middle of the day anyways. I didn't expect too many people to jump on this thing. So I sent it to Brian just to see if he would jump on. And we got a few more to jump on with us to see what they thought. So it's fun. We're going to do some more of these for sure and see how it goes. See what kind of conversations we can start and see how many new friends we can make. Because that's the goal. Our goal is to get as many training partners and friends in these doors as possible. Let's talk about that with some injuries we have going on right now. Like with the injuries that are going on, hey, Matt, welcome to the chat. So injuries we got going on, like over time, you start to build a relationship with your training partner. So let me use Brian, for example, here. If Brian has me in the deepest rear naked choke, well, let's not use a choke. Let's use a joint lock. Let's say Brian has got me in a knee bar, a tight knee bar, and he knows it's tight. He's already got it locked out. He's got the limb isolated and pinned. He's hyperextending it. He's not going to break my leg because he knows that with a broken leg, I can't show up to training tomorrow. So that being said, he is going to push it and he's going to say, hey, you should probably tap to that. But I have a good enough relationship with Brian to understand that he's not going to break my leg. He's going to let me generate and muster up some defenses, some forms of trials of escapes, whether I escape it or not. He's going to let me try to escape it. And if I don't escape, I say tap. All right, Brian, you won that round. It's that simple. There's no sense in trying to win practice. Like winning practice is not going to get us anywhere. We practice to see how deep of waters we can go into and still survive, still be able to stay afloat. And you'll know. So when you get in the competition, hey, I was that deep into waters and I survived it. I've escaped it and I can continue to survive it. So, but it all boils back down to having that relationship with your training partner and being able to talk and understand and articulate these things to where we're not hurting each other. You know, freak accidents are going to happen. We're going to twist and fall and trip and bump our shoulders and sprain fingers and get ears beat up. That's normal. But like catastrophic injuries, nah, we don't have to go through those that often. We can minimize those. All right, we got our largest following yet. We're at 7 people. We got 7 people. Matt, you're the newest member of the gym, and you're jumping on our live today. I'm going to interview you too, Matt, because I want to get perspectives from the new people. What you think of jiu-jitsu so far? I know you're not going to sit there and type out a paragraph, so give me like a one-word answer, like it's great or something. Which I know you love it. You wouldn't be coming back if you didn't. Ooh, he gave me the polite answer. I have enjoyed it. Intense for sure. So for y'all that don't know, Matt, I know a little bit about Matt because I've talked to him some. Matt really tracks his workouts. So Matt's been wearing a heart monitor at times. I've been talking about buying me a heart monitor. I just haven't done it. He wears a heart monitor, and usually, you know, most people work out around that 150 beats per minute range or whatever. If you get up to that 180 beats per minute stage, like that's an intense workout. And Matt's ran half marathons and different long distance runs and stuff. And he said his heart rate hit that 180 a couple times, those first couple of times training. So it can get intense. It can get intense quick. So you get that heart rate up, the weight just starts to fall off. So that's the name of the game. Decrease the calories, just eat enough to fuel your workouts, get that heart rate up, and get after it. So yeah, Matt's maintaining 150 beats per minute average during the rounds. So that's good. So I'm excited to see like a year from now, Matt, after you like know some moves and you get a good understanding how low you can keep it. Like it's gonna be that's what I've always been interested in. That's why I want to wear one. It's like I understand, you know, my absolute dogfight rounds that my heart rate's gonna get up through the roof, but I wonder how low I can keep it, how calm I can stay, how long I can maintain that lower rate. That'd be pretty cool. All right. So as far as the live versions, y'all like the YouTube live version? Or you think we should do more Instagram lives? I think I want to do Instagram lives too. Yeah, absolutely, Matt. That's the name of the game, being able to conserve the energy throughout the rounds, you know. But the best way to conserve that energy is get on top and stay on top. You know, there's nothing like being stuck on bottom with somebody big and heavy and strong. And you got to get out of that grain of gear. You get out from the bottom. You got to get on top. Get on top. You can use that gravity to your advantage. Squish them. Do the old Gordon Ryan, pin them flat, get elbows above their head. They ain't moving. You know, it takes a lot of practice and time. I thought about that, Liz. In fact, I got half a battery on my phone. I'm going to do that right now, right this second. Which one should I go live on? My personal one or the gyms? Let's do the gyms. See how this works. See what happens. I don't even know how to go live. All right, here it goes. Let's see what happens. All right, y'all. I'm live on Instagram and YouTube. So doing them both at the same time, see what happens. All right. We got Brandon Parks in the Instagram live. So yeah, I could definitely do that. I'm gonna set my phone up here on my monitor. All right. So we got them both going on at the same time. Hey, the Instagram live. What's the sound quality like? Because now that it's live on that end, like it's a little distance away from my microphone. I was wondering how the sound would be, because of course the microphone's attached to the computer. All right, y'all say it sounds pretty good. Yeah, like for y'all on Instagram that just jumped in live, like I'm streaming live on YouTube at the same time. So the YouTube quality is perfect. But I don't know how to get the quality perfect on Instagram. I know exactly how to do it, actually. Hold it right here. That sounds much better, I'm sure. Yeah, the YouTube's going to sound much better because I have the microphone. But if we do it this way too, like I'm gonna do this once a week or so. See how it goes. Yeah, Grumpy Bushcraft, where you been? We miss you too. Been too busy fighting fires. So yeah, I'm gonna do this periodically, see how it goes. No, I get that too. But I was gonna say, if you're 48, you ain't sending this text. I thought you were talking about 48 and police code. You know what I'm saying? Miss you, Josh. Too busy out there starting a family, which I get it. You need to work on that family. So maybe when we as I work the YouTube too, we can put a little tripod up right here for the phone. Nuck, we miss you, Nuck. We need you back. Nuck, just move back home. Ah, that's true, Liz. I could do that. I could do the earbud mic for the Instagram. But I don't want to have like 10 things going on at once. We might have to bounce between. Might have to do YouTube at one moment and then Instagram at another day. So it's fun playing around for sure. I wonder if I can post. Nah, I was about to say, I was wondering if it'll let me post the YouTube link into this chat. See how that would go. So let me show y'all my setup. So it's that simple. Got to go in there. No, Ace, that's lame. I don't want to just do audio. I get too tongue tied. So for the average person just listening to me speak, they do not want to hear that. They want to see this ugly mug of mine. So the setup's simple. Just gonna keep it simple. So it's looking like Brian's probably going to be my first guest. He's going to be fun to talk with on camera for sure. I've already told Brian 2 or 3 times, like, look, don't get me kicked off the internet I can't get kicked off the internet. This is my free marketing I use every single day to try to grow our members. And if I get kicked off of it, I don't know what I'm going to do. So now I tried to do both of them on the PC, Ben. I couldn't do Instagram Live on my computer. But I definitely thought about that, Ben. That would be cool. Which I'm sure I can. I just haven't figured that out yet, Ben. I'm going to work on that. So the goal is to run all the lives from the PC at the same time and then just keep it super simple. So y'all can see I got a black eye from James as well. Speaking of James, he stuck his toe in my eye and blacked it. So, but that's all right. I agree, Teresa. Simplicity is the better way at times, for sure. But, I shared the YouTube Live only in our little private group, and it did okay. So it makes me wonder if I advertised it a little bit. Hey, going live Thursdays at 1 or whatever we decide, how it would do. Maybe it'll do all right. But people don't want to just sit here and listen to me ramble for an hour either. So, it's kind of pointless. I do want to do some of the podcasting, though, interview some people, see how that goes. All right. So, tonight we're going to do some more stand-up, some more gripping, some more Uchimata ankle pick and Sumigashis. And I'm going to add one more layer to it. Keep it simple. All right, y'all. I'm going to jump off this thing. Just want to play with it a little bit, see how the quality would do, see if it would even be worthy of doing with the quality. Ooh, Duffy 87, do you have a starter class? I just say you come get baptized by fire and jump on in. But that being said, starting in January, we are doing a basics only class, like very basic. It's something I think that a lot of jiu-jitsu schools don't do enough. And some schools do it, some schools don't. And I only see a benefit from it. So see you, Teresa. So the starter class is going to be super simple. It's going to be, hey, this is a guard. This is your goals from the guard. And we're going to teach you the goals offensively and defensively from each position. So whatever position you catch yourself into, we need to teach you the defensive strategies and the offensive strategies to win the game. And that's what the basics class is going to be. It's going to be super simple. So then once you leave basics class and start joining in the real class, or not the real class, the regular class, even if you don't know the moves yet, at least you would know what you need to be doing. Like, you might not know how to get to the goal line as efficiently as possible, but you understand the goal line's over there and that's where I need to cross. So that's what we're working on next. That's the next thing that's going to go public. And it's looking like it's going to be around January 1st when that happens. All right. I'm going to play around on this computer a little bit. I'm going to end these streams and I'm going to figure out how to stream on Instagram and YouTube at the same time. See how it does. And see y'all tonight in a couple hours. Peace, Instagram. Peace, YouTube. See y'all.